Hello and welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with the previous day practice question. Which of the following is not correct about the Vostro accounts? It is an essential part of correspondent banking. A foreign bank acts as an agent providing financial services on behalf of a domestic bank. Vostro, translated from Latin, means our, as in our accounts. Or it enables domestic banks to provide international banking services to their clients who have global banking needs. The correct answer is option C. Vostro, translated from Latin, means ours as in our accounts. A Vostro account is an essential part of correspondent banking in which a foreign bank acts as an agent providing financial services on behalf of a domestic bank. Vostro in a Latin word that translates to your as in your account. Hence option C is correct. Vostro accounts enable domestic banks to provide international banking services to their clients who have global banking needs. Vostro account services include executing wire transfers, performing foreign exchange transactions, enabling deposits and withdrawals, and expediting international trade. From the perspective of domestic banks, the funds deposited at correspondent banks are referred to as nostro accounts. Nostro, translated from Latin, means our, as in our accounts. Now let's start with today's session. The first question is, which of the following institutions releases Global Gender Gap Index? World Economic Forum, World Bank, International Monetary Fund, or UN Women? The correct answer is option A, World Economic Forum. The Global Gender Gap Index benchmarks gender parity across four key dimensions or sub-indices: economic participation and opportunity, educational attainment, health and survival, and political empowerment. India ranks 135 out of 146 in Global Gender Gap Index 2022 releases by World Economic Forum. Therefore, option A is correct. The next question is, which of following statements is not correct with respect to National Green Tribunal? The National Green Tribunal has been established in 2010. It shall be guided by principles of natural justice. It shall be bounded by the procedure laid down under the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. It is a specialized body equipped with the necessary expertise to handle environmental disputes involving multidisciplinary issues. The correct answer is option C. It shall be bound by the procedure laid down under the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. The National Green Tribunal has been established in 2010 under the National Green Tribunal Act 2010. It shall be guided by principles of natural justice. It is a specialized body equipped with the necessary expertise to handle environmental disputes involving multidisciplinary issues. The tribunal shall not be bound by the procedure laid down under the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. The next question is, Janjatiya Gaurav Divas is associated with which tribal freedom fighter? Birsa Munda, Tilka Majhi, Buddhu Bhagat, or Govind Guru? The correct answer is option A, Birsa Munda. Government of India has decided to celebrate November 15 as Janjatiya Gaurav Divas to mark the birth anniversary of tribal freedom fighter Birsa Munda from year 2021 onwards. Hence option A is correct. Birsa Munda was a young freedom fighter and a tribal leader whose spirit of activism in the late 19th century is remembered to be a strong mark of protest against British rule in India. He belonged to the Munda tribe in the Chota Nagpur Plateau area. Munda rebellion is one of the prominent 19th century tribal rebellions in the subcontinent. Birsa Munda led this movement in the region south of Ranchi in 1899-1900. The next question is, which of the following committee recommended the Panchayat extension to the Scheduled Areas Act, which is PESA 1996? N. Shri Krishna Committee, Bhuria Committee, Sarkaria Commission, or Panchi Commission? The correct answer is option B, Bhuria Committee. Article 243M of the Constitution, while exempting the 5th Schedule areas from Part 9 of the Constitution, it provides that Parliament may by law extend its provisions to the scheduled and tribal areas. On the basis of the report of the Buria Committee submitted in 1995, the Parliament enacted PESA in 1996 to extend Part 9 of the Constitution with certain modifications and exemptions to the Scheduled 5 areas. Hence, option B is correct. At present, Scheduled 5 areas exist in 10 states: Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Rajasthan, and Telangana. The Ministry of Panchayati Raj is the nodal ministry for implementation of the provisions of PESA in the states. The next question is, India is a member of G7, G20 or G4. Select the correct answer using the code given below. 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 2 only, 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option B, 2 and 3 only. The G7 is an informal bloc of industrialized democracies: the United States, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the United Kingdom, that meets annually to discuss issues such as global economic governance, international security, and energy policy. The members of the G20 are Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Republic of Korea, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, the United Kingdom, United States, and the European Union. The G4, which is Brazil, India, Japan, and Germany, proposes expanding UNSC membership. Therefore, option B is correct. The next question is, which article of the Constitution of India deals with pardoning power of the governor? Article 161, Article 162, Article 163 or Article 164? The correct answer is option A, Article 161. Article 161, power of governor to grant pardons, etc., and to suspend, remit or commute sentences in certain cases. The governor of a state shall have the power to grant pardons, reprieves, respite or remission of punishment, or to suspend, remit or commute the sentence of any person convicted of any offence against any law relating to a matter to which the executive power of the state extends. Hence, option A is correct. Article 162 talks about extent of executive power of state. Article 163 talks about Council of Ministers to aid and advise governor, and Article 164 talks about other provisions as to ministers. The next question is, consider the following pairs: places in news and country. First, Kherson, Ukraine. Second, Sharm el-Sheikh, Libya. Third, Bali, Indonesia. Which of the pairs given above are correctly matched? 1 only, 1 and 3 only, 1 and 2 only, 1, 2 and 3. The correct option is answer B. Kherson is a port city of Ukraine. It lies on the right bank of the lower Dnieper River. Sharm el-Sheikh is a resort town in Egypt. COP27 is scheduled to be held here. Bali is province of Indonesia. Hence, option B is correct. The next question is, under the Indian Constitution, concentration of wealth violates right to equality, directive principles of state policy, the right to freedom, the concept of welfare. The correct answer is option B, directive principles of state policy. Article 39, Clause C. The state shall in particular direct its policy towards securing that the operation of the economic system does not result in the concentration of wealth and means of production to the common detriment. Hence, option B is correct. Right to equality covers Article 14 to 18 of the Indian Constitution, and right to freedom covers Article 19 to 22 of the Indian Constitution. The next question is, which of the following pair of countries does not share boundary with Iran? Azerbaijan, Armenia and Turkmenistan, Pakistan and Afghanistan, Turkey and Iraq, Saudi Arabia and UAE. The correct answer is option D, Saudi Arabia and UAE. Iran is bounded to the north by Azerbaijan, Armenia, Turkmenistan and the Caspian Sea, to the east by Pakistan and Afghanistan, to the south by the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman, and to the west by Turkey and Iraq. Iran also controls about a dozen islands in the Persian Gulf. Hence, option D is correct. The next question is, recently the Great Indian Bustard was seen in news. What is its IUCN status? Vulnerable, endangered, critically endangered, or none of the above? The correct answer is option C, critically endangered. The Great Indian Bustard inhabits dry grasslands and scrublands on the Indian subcontinent. It is listed in Schedule 1 of the Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972. It is listed in Appendix 1 of CITES. IUCN status is critically endangered. Hence, option C is correct. Now it's time for the practice question. India witnessed highest number of cases of highly contagious disease measles between April and September 2022 as per WHO. Measles is a viral disease, bacterial disease, fungal disease, or none of the above. You can send us the answer in the comment section. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching.